What do you think it can so far? What have you seen, and what about the performance of the agency so far?
Well, obviously, it's been the first couple of days we've seen some remarkable work. You know, tonight again was an incredible evening of really breakthrough, innovative, imaginative work. I'm delighted to see Le Bonnet Buenos Aires perform so well, and the reception they had tonight for Samsung Safety Truck was second to none, and it's won a litany of gold lions already, and it's shortlisted in the innovation lions as well. And you know, it's innovation serving a far greater human purpose and ultimately saving lives on the roads today. And I'm sure it's an idea that will be used and amplified and activated around the world, because it's such a breakthrough idea that the human race has to benefit from that. Tonight, of course, was the night for always. Hashtag like a girl. You saw the ovation every single time the team went to the stage. To win the way they did was incredible. But more importantly, it's an idea that's born out of illuminating data. You know, it's an idea that's captured the imagination of the world and shattered the female stereotypes. And it's work I'm extremely proud of. And of course, the highlight of the night was the standing ovation for Ice Bucket Challenge. And I've been coming to Cannes for many years, and I can't recall ever seeing a standing ovation for so long by an audience in respect of an idea that's just changed the way we communicate and created a participation platform second to none, and the results are in the billions, not in the millions. You know, we have this love affair with just citing facts and figures, but this is a figure worth citing when you have something like 70 billion views or whatever the final figure was. So it was a great evening, and but particularly proud of Latin America, and particularly proud of Le Bonnet, of course, as I would say that. But it's world-class work for a world-class brand, and for Le Bonnet worldwide. You know, what's interesting so far this year is that we are doing our best work, our finest work, with our biggest clients. You know, all of our big clients are winning. All of our big clients are really embracing the power and value of creativity and using it to create dynamic business change and impact society and drive the dial. So yeah, it's been a very successful few days, and of course winning the Cannes Grand Prix in health for Mexico City, again for always intimate words, was a first for Mexico. So that's another landmark piece of work. And again, last year Colombia, this year Mexico City, Argentina. I always expect to perform well, and you know, of course, Buenos Aires, Argentina has Car 1, which did incredibly well. And also the work I'm hoping gets acknowledged is the work that won El Sol this year, the Grand Prix. For there's no greater prize than cheering for Madrid for the Spanish lottery. And that's a beautiful piece of work, so I have big expectations for that in the film category. So, you know, the network is performing well. It's the best creative performance in the history of the company. We've surpassed last year already, and we have many shows to go. And of course, there are 21 shows this year, so you know, I'm hoping for something quite exceptional. But it's great to see so much great work coming from so many offices around the world. And we don't have massive offices, unlike a lot of the big networks. We only have 84 offices, but virtually every office has won something. Lapis in North America, to Buenos Aires, to Mexico City, to Bogota, to Madrid, and to Lisbon. So all of the Latin component part of the company has performed well. And we shall see when the final results come in on Saturday night. But I'm delighted, and I'm delighted that the best work is for the best clients and the biggest clients, because it's very important that the major brands see the value in ideas, the value in creativity. It is the primary asset of business today, and the great delight I took tonight, I was just talking to Mark Pritchard, to see Procter & Gamble leading the world in creativity, you know, setting the example, setting the creative bar for others to follow is fantastic and just wonderful to be part of. that journey and in partnership with them as a client. So yeah, it's been pretty amazing.
Okay, so you just said like few keywords like creativity, data, innovation, imaginative, and they're all around the work of Leo Burnett. So what do you expect for Leo Burnett the after Cannes and the next years?
Well, Leo Burnett this year has had an exceptional year in terms of performance at the major creative shows. We were the #1 creative network in Asia Pacific at AdFest, the #1 creative network in Australasia at Award, the #1 creative network in MENA at Dubai Links, and obviously, performed exceptionally well here. The #1 creative network at the International Andy Awards and this year's Art Directors Club Global Awards. So it's been a pretty phenomenal, consistent year at all of the major shows. Innovation is playing a huge part in communication right now. The fusion of illuminated data, big data, smart data, and creativity. You mash that together with innovation. Clearly, it's impacting the way we think, the way we work, and a lot of clients are looking to extract real meaning from that. But I think data serves a really good purpose, but illuminating data takes the creative team to a different level. And probably the best example we have at Leo Burnett worldwide this year is for Allstate, Social Savvy Burglar. The human insight was that we as a human race overshare. We share everything. You've been here, you've seen bottles of rosé, people's food, people walking on the beaches, pictures inside the palais. So we as a human race like to share, and we do share. But the data point that led to breakthrough creativity was that burglars use social media as a way of targeting their victims. So people who overshare become targets for burglars, and 78% of burglars use that data point to target and to rob. So a socially savvy burglar was born out of that incredible, illuminated, insightful data point, and it led to breakthrough creative work that has captured the imagination of North America and has driven the business and increased sales at Allstate Home Insurance by 21%. So that's when you get to a very, very interesting space, when data elevates creativity and takes you to a different space where imagination can live and thrive and ideas can come to fruition, which are stronger and more targeted, of course. But I think if we can unearth those little nuggets, we will start to move into a much richer space. So that's obviously a great thing. This year we saw a lot of ideas, screens on steroids. The work for Nike in China, the House of Mamba with Kobe Bryant, where basketball players can actually move as Bryant himself and practice his moves. The work from Wieden Kennedy in London for Honda Civic R, using the R button and having two parallel stories, the two aspects and personalities of the car demonstrated through film, is again incredibly breakthrough and very, very fresh. Big sports stars being portrayed as human beings that we can relate to is also another theme I'm seeing a lot this year, with particularly Beats by Dre, Neymar, being spoken to by his father before he steps onto the world stage as captain of Brazil during the World Cup finals. LeBron going home to the place his basketball career started. Jeter, saying farewell to his New York fan base. All of these were beautiful stories that resonated with people because they could identify with them. So that was another thing that we've seen. And safety has been a huge subject matter this year. And of course, the biggest idea being Samsung safety truck from Latin America, but also the work for Volvo Paint, and the Hammerhead idea from RGA, is again a wonderful piece of work. And the Lifebuoy idea from Australia that identifies sharks and is communicated to the beach. So we're seeing technology creating value and human value in different new ways. That's been terribly exciting moving forward. And of course, as I said, the Ice Bucket Challenge is just incredible thinking. And in film as well, I'm looking forward to seeing the film category. I'm looking forward to seeing the film craft category, particularly a campaign from the Middle East called Do. And it's already swept the shows for the best cinematography, the best direction, editing, music, in the world this year. And last year it took gold in the telco category. And I suspect and I hope that it does extremely well this year, because it's been the talk of the industry. And recently took the D&AD Yellow Pencil for Best Direction in London, so my expectations are very, very, very high. But I'm delighted for Argentina, I'm delighted for Fernando Bellotti and Lucian Carmelo and the team there. They deserve this, and to represent the country on the world stage with world-class work makes me feel very, very proud.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
As always, it's a pleasure.
Well, see you later this week.
Thank you. Thank you.